So a personal shopper is a retail professional who helps customers make purchases. But of course, to achieve this feat, you've got to have an insightful understanding of the taste of style of such customers vis-a-vis the product you're purchasing. Today on SMA Hub, we will be talking to a professional who will be giving us more insight as to what it requires to be a personal shopper. I will be talking to Mrs. Florence Yusuff, who is the CEO, Foodstuff and more. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Josh.
All right, so for someone who is just, stumbling on the word personal shopper, in a very simplified manner, could you please tell us what it exactly means?
All right, so by a personal shopper now,
we
mean someone who could attend to your private need, and it could be in categories, like some for foodstuff, which is what I'm into, some clothing, some shoes, some other items, gadgets and all. But if you get anyone who could attend to what you need that is peculiar to you, you can as well term the person as a personal shopper.
Good. So when it comes to being a personal shopper, does it really require any training of any sort? Because of course you got to understand that the taste and style of such persons is very key vis-a-vis understanding the product. Because understanding the product is as key as, understanding the preference of the individual. So is there any sort of skill required for such kind of business?
Well, I would say that as much as it looks as though there is no skill required in the outer world now, you will still have to have some skills, like the listening skill, because this business as a personal shopper has to do with you getting intentional about the details of the clients or customers that you are speaking with, that you are shopping for. So now you have to sharpen your listening skill, and apart from that, you have to know the technical know-how of the business. Like, take for instance, if you are shopping basically for clothes, you're a personal shopper for clothing now, you are going to know how to sort for good fabrics, how to identify good fabrics, how to know where you can get it cheaper, as it were, how you can do the logistics. So all those in itself are skill that you need to do or you need to have as a personal shopper. So I would say that yes, you need to be skillful. You need to get some skill sets about that, as well as you have to have the desire to want to go into that line of business. If you have the desire, I feel you can actually get along with the listening skill that I mentioned earlier. You can actually familiarize yourself with the details, how the person wants it, the client wants it. So I feel you also have to get the skill.
Are you doing this professionally now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so how long have you been into this professionally?
Well, I've been here 3 years now, professionally. 3 years, yes. So I just thought about it. It's expanding. People are getting to know. So why can't I just put a structure to this, knowing fully well that I'm not really getting an edge yet where a 9-to-5 job is concerned. So I just thought, okay, let's put structures to this and let's see how it goes.
All right, now let's talk about the fact that it's now a professional thing you're doing. Now, talk to us about your niche, because for a personal shopper, one would think maybe you're talking about fashion, but what exactly is your niche in this business?
Foodstuff. Groceries.
Food commodity markets.
Food items. All types of food items. So we're talking about tubers of yam, tomatoes, peppers, rice, beans. Talk about ingredients, spices, vegetables. That's my niche.
Okay. Now, having established that, is location also a key part? Because I say this for a fact. When you do this kind of business, say food items, accessibility to the marketplaces is very key. Where you wouldn't spend so much so as to be able to get your profit margin, isn't it? Now, looking at the situation where you have to service a customer in Lekki, for instance, and the marketplace where you could get things cheaper or affordable is at perhaps my 12. So how would you do that?
Talking about that, I can understand that logistics is very key, and of course your profit margin. We are not just into business for nothing, it's for the profits, of course. So I'm mobile, the business is mobile.
Okay.
So we try to bridge these differences in not making profits and making profit. We try to bridge the gap now by leaving early in the morning. Okay. So the distance might be far, but if you understand Lagos and traffic situation, you know that it has to do with timing too. So we leave very early in the morning where most cars are not on the road yet. We get to where we are going in shorter time than expected, even if it's far. And from where I am, my home, where I am to my 12 on a very free day, no traffic day, is just about 25 minutes or thereabouts. But of course, you can tell how traffic can be on, and you have to spend hours there. So if you leave 6 a.m. in the morning, you are going to get to my 12 in about 20-30 minutes. You'll be there. So it's not an issue. So we have already developed skill with other staffs working with foodstuff and more. By parking, we have a parking lot at the market where we buy, we pack and deliver from there. So we necessarily don't have to come back home, as it were, to deliver to Lekki. So from my 12, we journey to Lekki. And of course, if you understand the map, from my 12 to Lekki is no longer as far as from my home, Magboro, now to Lekki. So I think we have our way around that.
You know why I said this?
Okay.
The reason being, a lot of people would prefer, why not I just service people around this area, since the marketplace is just very close to me here, because proximity is always a key thing when it comes to business. But having to just consider just one person on the island that have to be taking things to maybe twice in a week or 3 times in a week, as to servicing a lot of people within this axis, to you, would that be, would that make sense in business?
It will. The truth is, there's something called target audience.
Okay.
Your target audience doesn't have to be around you.
Oh, really?
They can be as far as other states. They can be as far as this is Lagos. They can be as far as Oyo. So it's not even about the mainland highland thing now.
So you mean if you have a client in Oyo State, for instance, you can as well go to Oyo State to service the customer?
Of course.
So how will you be able to ascertain the exact marketplace that is closest to your reach and you can get things affordable?
So 2 things, 2 ways. Like I said, there are different markets.
Okay.
Oyo has its own market, but as it is, we can service them from where we are here in Lagos.
And take things over there?
And get things over there in good and perfect condition.
So but remember, these things are perishable.
Yes, they are.
So time is of the essence when you're on the road.
Of course, of course.
So
that's
why
I said. Take for instance now Ibadan, which is in Oyo. If you order, by the way, I was going to say that we have market days. So I wouldn't just want to jump on the road and say, oh, I'm going from one person to the island. That's why we have a structure. We go to the markets Mondays, Wednesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
So you have to inform your
customers.
They are
pre-informed.
Oh, okay.
They are pre-informed.
Okay.
And of course, if you can have urgent needs in between, we can take that up if it's above certain amounts. We know that we can go all out for you alone. Of course, we have to prepare ahead for that too. So as I was saying about the logistics to other states, if you buy here, you still have to do with time. There are times that you know that the road is free. If you buy and that's why I'm in it. I know my onions.
Okay.
If you buy something that is good, it cannot spoil or it cannot be perishable in a short time. Take for instance, there is a way people buy tomato. You see, it's fresh and all. But there are types of tomato, which is what I know. I understand it because of this is what I do. If you buy the type of items matters. The kind of item matters. So if you buy them dry, if you buy them strong, talking about peppers now, If you buy them like rice and beans, they can stay for days, they can stay for years.
Yeah.
You know. But all the perishable like vegetables and all, they can still take 2 to 3 days and it will still be fresh. It will still be fresh. Meanwhile, logistics to other states is just 24 hours. A day delivery, if I may say, 24 hours delivery.
Okay.
If I may say.
So it can still be
of course,
fresh?
Of course, 100%, absolutely.
Okay.
It can still be.
So talk to us about the challenges involved in this business. Especially from your own end, what you've experienced.
Well, different challenges at different times. But personally in this brand, staffing. Staffing. Let me.
Okay, so when it comes to staffing, what do you look out for then?
Well, I look out for passion. You must be someone who really loves shopping, because trust me, it can be lot of work. Personally, I can shop Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I won't get tired. I won't get stressed. Like, I'm happy doing it, even though it's stressful. But I cannot say I feel it up to the point that I'm not doing it again. No. It will only make me keep doing it and again. So if you want to go about it, if you want to come into it afresh, you have to be passionate.